Hello and welcome everyone to the Virtual Solstice podcast number 6.
I'm Snow!
Okay, that's how we're gonna start it off. So, I'm your host, King Khada, or otherwise known as Kevin. You can find me over on Twitch and other social media. Then we have, of course, your usual host, Snow.
You can find me nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. He's only
Actually,
here.
I do technically have a Twitch channel.
Technically.
Don't look for
that
it.
he never uses. Fantastic. All right, so that's Snow. And then we also have
and ladies and gentlemen, Edsayshush. Find me anywhere.
Yes, it is Ed.
Anywhere.
Edsayshush.
Yes. Yes.
Where can we find
More
you?
like
Oh my God!
Ned
You can find me
Hutch.
everywhere. Instagram, Snapchat, you name it. Twitch. Everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Spread out everywhere.
What's your Instagram?
Edsayshush.
Oh my God. It's like a brand. It's crazy.
My God.
I'm a walking.
The
brand.
Hutch himself.
All right, so I guess we're starting off the episode talking about cereal before we move on to the actual topic list that I have
Okay.
set.
So I know people like to say that their favorite cereal is like Reese's Puffs or like fucking
We
Cocoa
said
Puffs or whatever.
Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah,
We-
Yeah, I know.
Puffs are the
Shut up. The adults are talking, Kevin.
what do you have?
Anyways.
Come on.
But I prefer the non-sugar cereals. Like like non-sugar as in like nut, basically candy in cereal form. Because I think that you could like your favorite cereal should be a cereal that you can rely on. And I don't think that you can rely on fucking Cocoa Puffs. You die.
I mean, I think you
at
die
least
from
you'll die
overeating
happy.
anything, though. But yeah, there you go. That's a good point.
I would die happy.
Okay, but like cyanide tastes like almonds, so take a lot of cyanide if you like almonds, you'll die happy.
Okay, how do you know that?
How do you know
What?
that?
Because it's non-lethal in like really small quantities. You can taste it.
Oh,
There's
so
also an antidote.
So we're just like baking one day and just like I'm just gonna add a little tiny hint of cyanide, it'll just
As
really
well as the
accent
antidote.
flavor
Oh,
of some
no.
elements.
You could make something out of cyanide and add the antidote at the same time, as long as it was like a lot of antidote, and you mixed the batter really well.
You're making some type of dish where you're required to drink the punch like with it or else you die.
Yeah.
It's
like
not good.
no, it's got that edge of danger to it. Like you eat it and you're like, oh my God, I'm not able to breathe. So you have to eat the antidote biscuits.
What kind of party are you hosting this on? Like
I don't know, like a
party?
death cult party.
Okay. Well, I know you're an expert of cults. You've started many in the past.
I've started several, yes.
Yeah.
Well, some of them have been started for me, but that's really neither here nor there.
It's a whole other story. Dun, dun, dun. You know, one day we'll have to have a special just cult episode so you can just go through your cult history. But,
I'm actually
Christ.
intrigued by this.
Oh no, you wouldn't want that.
yeah, see, like, cause I found him I think like 3 years ago or maybe something like that.
Yeah.
Through like Warframe where he had a cult as well.
I already had a
It's-
cult.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. Yeah.
How many
it's
people
pretty
were in
crazy
it?
time. Like you had over 100.
Yeah.
Yeah, over 100. It was insane.
Yeah.
know how you
I completely
manage that.
abandoned that cult.
Yeah, I know. It's
I just let it die. You know.
I mean, oh wait, so can you say that you're a master constructing cults but a shit leader? Because if you just start them and then you abandon them,
No, I'm a good cult leader too.
that's something that we're gonna have to like prove as the future goes on, isn't it?
Well, do you want me to start a new cult? Because I can do that. I
mean-
can.
I mean, it's up to you. Hey, how about you start a cult on our podcast? That sounds good.
Sure. The cult of the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of. I don't know. I never thought about this, but I mean, virtual. Solstice
It's good advertising.
is
Free
a little bit-
advertising.
Yeah, there you go. That's a new project. So you can get on that.
A pod cult.
Pod cult. I like it.
Pod cult.
Pod cults.
So anyway,
I hope you know that I'm playing really shit because I'm focusing on you.
Yeah, great. That's good. So are we good on this, like, the cereal? Because I mean, I threw out like Cocoa Puffs because that was like one of my favorites, but I think I also liked Cookie Crisp, like the one that's just like cookies.
You know what? I've not had that in a minute, and I wouldn't mind going back to it.
Yeah, like that was when I first moved to the US. I had Cookie Crisps, dude. Like, it was a good time. It was a good time. Like, especially with like all
my
the cereal
favorite
commercials.
cereal is probably Rice Krispies actually. Like actually.
I can get down with Rice Krispies.
Because like God, I just love them so much. Just the texture of Rice Krispies is perfect.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Okay, see, I've been I never cared about texture, but I've been watching the Great Britain cooking show, and the amount of times they talk about custard and butter and the texture, I'm like, I got infinitely more into baking than I ever did in my life.
Cooking shows will do that to you. They're scary.
Dude, and I hate it because, like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, I would love to try out some of this stuff, and then I realize it takes like 40 hours. Like, you're watching it, they do like a bunch of dishes in like an hour, but like actually though, without the time cut down, it's 4 hours. I don't want to do that shit. That's an entire weekend. Oh, so I don't know. I don't have patience to cook. I think it's like a cool thing, but
Hold on, I gotta drop my salmon.
it's too much. No, you're not
Your
doing that.
salmon.
You're not like playing League and RuneScape at the same time.
Playing League and RuneScape.
Jesus. Okay,
Oh,
so anyway,
boy.
should we get to like our first topic? Like actual
Yeah,
topic
sure.
gaming news?
We got cereal
Okay.
out of the way now.
So yeah, the first thing that I had was Atlas's release. So Atlas was I think it released just last week. During like the recording this was right after basically,
All right,
I think
hold
it was
on.
like a little
Pause,
bit during
pause,
New
pause.
Year's. What?
What the fuck is Atlas?
It's like a sandboxy type game. Like listen, this is why I provided topics beforehand. You could have read about it, okay?
Yeah, I was
So anyway,
busy.
Listen. Busy.
I was
You
busy
literally
drawing my
walked into the
self-portrait.
middle of the stream.
I know. It's like
and-
a copy and paste of like Ark, right?
Like kinda, yeah. It's just like it's a open world like sandboxy game, but the big thing about it is that it got a lot of big press. Like the whole marketing people did a really good job of pushing the game, except the game is completely unfinished. It's like they promised a bunch of things. It's kind of like the same
one
thing
of
that happened to
those
No Man's
games.
Sky.
No Man's Sky.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But not as bad as No Man's Sky, but still, like another example that we have of like,
And No Man's Sky is good now. No Man's Sky is really good.
well, I won't say it's really good. It's
No, it's super
definitely-
fun.
Okay,
It is
hang on,
super fun.
hang on. No Man's Sky got its redemption after 2 years because after 2 years they're like, okay, well here's finally the game that we sort of promised, and it still isn't like amazing. I mean, they're doing updates now and it makes it like better, but like I'd say it's like an okay game, like probably decent.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't
I
definitely
mean,
call
it's
it like, wow, it's great.
it's not
now.
like perfect,
yeah,
but
no.
what game really is perfect? You know?
I mean, sure, but there's always a big contender.
Wrong. RuneScape.
No, we're not going back to RuneScape. But so the main thing with Atlas is that it's another, again, example like No Man's Sky where you have a big, like, the developers and everyone that's working on it, like, it's not like their fault. They're just trying to like make the game, and then everyone's like pushing them for like a deadline.
Yeah.
They got like a good spot of like right after the holidays to just like release it, but again, it leads to like so many people that like purchase the game to be like, this is just not what I expected. It's horrible. Even though you got like a bunch of people playing it, like it's been big on Twitch as well, being like number 1 in like 5 spot there for a few days, and I just think like it's really sad to see this happen, because it just shows more of the separation that we have between like gamers, like consumers, the developers, and its publishers and all the people involved with that. Because publishers probably like affect the game the most. Like no matter how much work the developers can put into it, like they affect it the most. And I just hate to see a case of like a game that could have been like good and processed well to like now get all of this like bad rap because all the people decided, oh, it needs to be out now. We need to cash it in.
It's sad, yeah, because like they obviously put a lot of work into it.
Yeah.
And I mean, like no matter what it is, as long as a game has soul, I'm 100% behind it. But if it's something that lacks soul that they just push out like explicitly for the money, then I can say that it's a bad game. But otherwise, it's just a game that I don't agree with. And like publishers can suck the souls out of games by doing the whole push them out too fast
EA.
thing.
EA. Wait, isn't it Ubisoft the same way or nah?
Ubisoft is like second. Yeah. Like the amount of memes that they've done of like the Ubisoft like like side label and then from the front where it's just like shit. Like I've seen that meme so many times. Ubisoft is kind of second in that, and it's also sad because again, like Ubisoft has had like, some great like titles that they published in the past. Like one of my favorites, just like the Rayman like Legends game. Like almost nobody talks about the Rayman games that they've done like since they became 2D platformers.
Yeah.
And they're all fantastic. But
I've
because
never
they're like
played a
attached to
Never
Ubisoft.
Played it ever.
I'm a weird gamer. Like I don't game. I don't game like that. I play like 2 or 3 games like hardcore.
But
I don't like collect them.
Did you have something to say about the Rayman games?
Yeah, like I never played it because of that reason. Because it has that big label of Ubisoft.
Yeah, of Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. It's so saddening because I got like so much fun out of it, and Rayman is one of the titles that even with Ubisoft they're not affected by it that much because it's a 2D platformer that you can have fun with. It's not like it's filled with like the usual bullshit of like all this online updates.
Yeah.
Same thing that they did with Odyssey, where it's like, oh, it's an RPG, but you can buy all the shit. It's just
the single player DLC.
yeah, it's just terrible, really. And I mean, I just wanted to kind of contrast and put Atlas into that light that, it's kind of like a No Man's Sky 2.0. At least I think the bigger one that we had, I mean, technically it's now during the end of 2018, but it's still affecting the start of 2019. I just think it's kind of like a bad like stepping stone into the year. However, I do think what's going to bring us back, and we'll talk more in detail a little bit. This will be a topic in a bit for like Kingdom Hearts 3 and some other like releases in January. I think that'll kind of get us back into the boat when it comes to gaming.
Yeah, definitely. I'm so excited for the
there's a lot of really good MMOs that are going to be pushed soon. And I'm a huge MMO fan. I love that genre so much.
Wait, is there going to be new MMOs? I didn't even hear
Yeah,
about that.
shitloads of new MMOs.
Like what exactly?
Like all slated for a 2019 release. Camelot Unchained is getting updates. World of Warcraft Classic is coming out. We got Ashes of Creation, Project Gorgon. And that's just like literally off the top of my head.
Oh, that's cool.
Crowfall?
I haven't heard about like half of these.
Yeah,
but also like,
MMO has been in like a huge drought.
Yeah, I can see that because like MMOs
The
is always,
genre
like,
hasn't had anything good since Guild Wars 2, in my opinion. And Guild Wars 2 was 8 years ago.
No. It's definitely had like contenders because Blade and Soul, Black Desert are definitely ones that.
Okay. Let me clarify. Non-Korean MMO drought.
Oh, non-Korean. Okay. Yes.
A Western MMO drought. I don't even like Blade and Soul and Black Desert that much because they're just way too grindy for me.
I mean, they are, but what I was gonna say is that like MMOs, it feels like they're its own little like separate island in the gaming industry.
Yeah. I honestly can't enjoy free-to-play MMOs. because their monetization is always so scummy or shit. And so when I hear about a pay-to-play MMO coming out, like an actual like legit subscription model, I'm usually really happy because subscription model games, they're usually pretty good.
I think the last MMO was ESO or Elder Scrolls.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. That was a buy-to-play.
It was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah,
And I've heard good things about that. I haven't personally bought it because the DLC model just annoys me a little too much.
what I was gonna say about just the MMOs in general is because like I, not only do they feel like a separate kind of genre, because the main thing about MMO is that you're supposed to sink in so much time into it, like you really want to. And I was talking about this a
Emphasize
little
grinding.
bit in other podcasts, but
Yeah.
have it be like this big experience, but not only for yourself, but usually your friends. Like
Yeah,
starting a new
exactly.
MMO with your like like maybe a new friend group or somebody you've known for a while and you have like mutual interest with is like the most amazing bonding experience. I feel
Absolutely, yeah. Like Warframe is super fun with friends. Once you're starting from the beginning.
Yeah, I can see that.
But like, an MMO is even better when you're starting with friends. Honestly, Kevin, I implore you to look into Camelot Unchained so that you can experience it with me.
I mean, I was gonna say like even with what is it? We haven't even tried out Critica. The next game we're gonna do is Critica, and you haven't even like talked to me because you've been like sick.
Critica.
Oh, right, Critica is bad, but it's fun.
What's that? What's that one about?
It's cute. It's another KMMO, Korean MMO.
Yeah, because half of the good ones
it's kind of like
Korean.
what did we play again? That
Oh,
other
are we
Korean
gonna
MMO?
talk about the worst MMO experience ever? With
Secret World?
Secret World. What happened on Secret
That
World?
was so bad.
Yeah, do you know
Oh.
what Secret World is?
No, I never heard of it
it's
before.
it's pure
Is it
bad.
really?
Because okay,
Oh god.
so Secret World, like used to be like a subscription based MMO. Then they went like paid,
Yep.
and I think they're now free to play. But it was like majorly marketed as like, oh, this like huge like world story, and you still get like interesting, like combat and like other shit that you do into the game.
Fluid combat.
Yeah, we got through
Make your own story.
we got through the character customization. We're like, okay, this is like whatever, like decent. We're kind of excited. As soon as we plopped into the tutorial, dude, it was
Oh
the
god.
worst gameplay
It was a nightmare.
like ever created. It was
Jesus Christ.
yeah, it was janky as fuck. It was like this weird like tab thing, and you like it felt like also RuneScape with like the delay of pressing everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
The
god.
weapons were shittily balanced. Everything
Oh,
felt
no.
floaty. And not only that,
Yeah.
but it was impossible to interact with everything because it was too buggy. So literally the tutorial, I got stuck because of a bug that made every enemy invisible.
Oh, that's horrible.
Oh god, it was the least fun I think I've ever had playing a game.
And we have a small comment from Highness like, can't believe you guys actually played that. However, we did
Yeah,
only
we
play
did.
that for like 20 minutes. As
Oh,
soon as
20
we got
minutes,
through
that's funny.
like half the tutorial,
I
we
spent
dropped
longer
that.
installing that game than I spent playing it.
Oh yeah.
Literally a waste of time. Literally, even though it was free, it wasn't worth my money because time is money.
Yeah. I'd agree with that.
Like, I think that's the best way that I
Now,
can possibly
Ed,
sum up.
you haven't played it. What's been like the worst MMO that you've ever played?
Yeah,
Wait, the what?
The worst,
the worst
MMO.
MMO
Worst?
you've ever played.
Oh man. I honestly only played DCU and ESO. Oh, and BO.
Well, of the two, which was
Shit,
worse?
that's tough. Oh man.
Oof.
I guess DCU, honestly, because I was so confused. It was cool at first because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a super villain and I'm gonna kick some ass, but
Yeah,
I was like, this is it.
Oh, That reminds me, because there have been a lot of like MMOs, a lot of in the past too, from like different franchises. So there was one, it stopped running like years ago, but it was one for Cartoon Network. I don't know if any of you remember this. I don't remember what it's called, but it's literally just, like it was like a kid MMO.
Oh, Toontown?
No, it was not Toontown. Wait. No.
Because Toontown was my shit.
No, it was not Toontown. Because it was full of Cartoon Network characters. So you ran around like helping, Dee Dee and Dexter, all of the like the old 90s cartoons. You'd run around and help them, and there was like hoverboards, and it's a legitimate like MMO, like in a Flash player too.
That sounds like something that I would play in modern times, honestly.
Yeah, like I think about this, like looking back, I'm trying to think like this was maybe released 12 years ago or something like that. It was ahead of its time, to be honest with you. And then it just kind of like, it didn't get like many support because it was just like
yeah. Well, like it's
Fusion Fall. That was it. See, your Highness knew it. It was
Fall.
called Fusion Fall.
That's funny.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, see, it just didn't get like any marketing. It was like actually blending in like all the cool cartoon characters.
We need our own Jamie for Virtual Solstice, like Joe Rogan has on his podcast. We need like Jamie, pull up Fusion.
Yeah, we need that. We do.
Well,
Jamie,
we need
pull
a
up
helper.
Fusion Fall.
We can maybe have Ben do that. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let me Google that though.
Ben, pull
I
up
gotta
Fusion
Google this
Fall.
myself.
But so yeah, that was an example of like an actually like good MMO that like had it going, just didn't have like marketing from I guess Cartoon Network
So
itself
funny.
because it was really underrated and very fun.
Cartoon Network universe. Fusion Fall was a massively multiplayer online game developed by Cartoon Network and South Korean studio. Huh.
And I think there's
Wow.
like some fan servers.
God damn it!
maybe.
Every fucking MMO is Korean.
2009.
And it's 2009. Okay, yeah. So this was 10 years ago. Yeah. See,
Shit.
it wasn't too far off. And that was an example of like of a good one. There's also another good MMO because a lot of MMOs do drop depending on development. It was called what was it? Was it Fusion Fall? I think it was Fusion Fall.
Kevin, are you
Yes.
gonna be streaming after the podcast?
Yeah, I'll be streaming.
We gotta play an MMO.
Oh, do you want to start up Critica, dude?
Nah.
Okay,
I'm not
listen,
in the
we'll-
mood for it, honestly. Like it's
we'll,
a beat 'em up. It's an arena beat 'em up. Like what is the name of it? The other anime one that we played. God.
What, Soul Worker?
Yeah, it's a lot like Soul Worker, but a lot more fluid.
Alright.
It's a lot
Well, so
like
we'll-
better constructed, in my opinion.
We'll definitely like talk about that afterwards, and we'll maybe
Yeah.
we'll get that going. But yeah, the other one that I was kind of thinking of as examples is I think Fusion Fall because it was like set in actual like Brazil. That's kind of why I like it. It's like the first level was like set in like a Brazil beach. It was,
Oh.
it was a
Hilarious.
shooter, kind of MMO, and there's like a lot of fluidity. It was very fun, but they just never updated it. Like they had
That's sad.
I'm
they
looking
had a
at
decent
screenshots.
launch and everything.
I like it. Looks pretty interesting.
Which one? Fusion Fall?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean they've cut off the servers in a little while because, like, really MMOs like depend. A lot of modern games depend on updates, but MMOs severely depend on content because as soon as you kind of just get through the usual grind, you want new stuff to grind. You
Well,
can't just
I don't
stop.
know if that's true. PvP based MMOs and other games like that can definitely survive without updates just fine. Except maybe not actually balance updates.
Yeah, no,
But not
you can survive a
necessarily
little bit.
content updates.
But yeah, you have to still need them, but they can get away with being taking longer because it will still be good. Because like Blade and Soul was that
Yeah,
for a while.
yeah.
It's still like alive and doing pretty okay, because it does have a lot of PvP. But yeah, it's just a little bit crazy. And it does, like Highness points out, that it does depend on getting people in your audience to keep playing. And that's why I mean, like, you want like more updates so you can get people to keep playing.
True.
Get incentivized. That's why even small like login bonuses to just make like a legitimate grind easier is I
honestly,
think super important.
I really like PvP based MMOs because they aren't grindy.
But I mean, Blade and Soul has that balance, and you still say it's very grindy. You can have both.
I just think that it's impossible for Korea to put out a game that isn't grindy. It's because of the internet cafe economy that they have.
Yeah, and that's sick, dude. You know how much I would love living in Korea to just just sit and just stream, and then when I'm done streaming, you play more video games when you go out to have coffee.
Do you have to like pay for something, or is it like free?
Internet cafes, a lot of them have like pass systems. So like you just buy a pass and then you can log in at a cafe. Some of them have pay by time, and that's why a lot of Korea players in League of Legends will tell you to run it down mid. It's because they're literally paying for their time. And sometimes when you want to surrender before 20, well,
that is so interesting. Wow.
Which it's hilarious to kind of think about.
It is
culture.
interesting to think of the difference in the cultures, honestly.
Yeah. That's a really cool point. Just kind of exploring different cultures.
I've seen
anyone
and that's why Korean MMOs are so like relatively grindy.
Yeah.
It's because they're designed for internet cafes. They're designed to be grindy.
That is so interesting.
Yeah. But it still goes on with like why a lot of MMOs are popular, because you have so many cafes in Korea. Like I said, like that experience of MMOs, like going with friends, is like amazing. So let's say you're a fucking high schooler in Korea, and it's
totally.
I love my friends. What do you guys want to do? Boom, you go to a cafe, you play, X MMO that they've released together, and you're literally having the blast of a lifetime there.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen a documentary on Vice, and how like this American just hangs out with these like Koreans and stuff like that, and when they went out to drink and hang out, have a good time, and then they're like, oh yeah, let's go to a cafe, and then let's just sit down and play League, and the American was like, is this what we're gonna do all night? Yeah.
A lot of MMOs that fail in Korea get ported over to America.
Oh wow.
Which is honestly kind of insulting.
Really?
It's like, oh shit. That's what happened with Bless Online, which is a recent release. Bless, it's a garbage game. It's so bad.
And I haven't got to play it, but I know. That.
On release, they just gave up because it failed in Korea. How did nobody see it coming? I don't understand. Like, come on. And then they went free to play immediately.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Like they launched with a cash model, and then it went free to play instantly. Like, come on. We should play Bless, honestly. Kevin, start installing Bless. We're gonna play this shit.
No.
It's free to play, so
I don't know. We'll see, because I can download.
I'm installing it right now.
Oh my god, you can't come up with plans during the podcast.
No, Kevin, install it right now. Kevin, I won't continue this podcast until you're installing
Ed,
Bless.
Do you want to join us on Stupid Adventures?
Yeah, Ed, do you want to play Bless with us?
A severe sigh of
I might have to ask.
No.
Skip on this one, Chief.
yeah. See,
Why? Come on. Come on. Play Bless with us. It's only 55 gigabyte download.
Are you serious?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Okay,
it's only a 55 gigabyte download.
Yeah,
you gotta download it.
Yeah, Jay. Maybe next time.
No. Listen here. You listen good. Oh God, why am I installing it?
Are you really?
You're
Oh
Yes, I am.
God.
he's always impulsive, dude.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
okay.
yeah, I'm installing it.
Let me
And I never
switch-
follow through with anything either.
Let me switch to a different subject. The next thing that we have on the table, because we're already like half an hour in, so it's a good spot. All right.
Right,
Um,
right.
So it is Ashen. Ashen is a game that got released also within this last week. I think on all the consoles and the Epic Game Store. I think it's exclusive to that on PC. But Ashen is literally more Dark Souls, and I know everybody hates it, being like, "Oh, it's you know, in this Dark Souls-esque game." No, it's literally like Dark Souls, but with a lighter theme. And it just
Isn't that the one that's more Eastern inspired? Like,
yeah,
it's like
it's got the look of what was that like kind of feeling?
It's a fighting game, right? It looked okay. So for me, Ashen looks like that one fighting game. It's like you wear a mask and it's like full fighting game. What game is that?
Yeah, that one that was online that like failed. It's the one that you hit. No,
you'll have
for
to be
real.
more specific.
That you hit with like your hands. I forgot what it was called.
What is
too.
that called?
Because I participated on the demo for that one, and yeah, they just like the demo when they did the demo for that game. It was like it went pretty well. It was very popular. As soon as that demo was over, like it was fucking crickets.
Yeah.
Then they released the game at some point without a big like marketing thing for it, and it just kind of went down the trash.
So, wait, so Ashen, right?
Oh, and yeah, and
Ashen.
here's a point. The link says that Ashen is a legit Dark Souls of Souls-like knockoffs. Like it is legitimately just more Dark Souls, and they're, I guess, getting away with it because different art style, and people are generally liking it. But that's the thing that I have an issue is like, can you like at least innovate on the formula?
Well, I mean, they got like the grappling hook and whatnot.
I mean,
Right?
yeah, but there's there's other even games.
It's like more open vertically. Honestly, I never liked Dark Souls because the combat sucks dick.
Oh man.
yeah, the combat is the same. That's the whole thing.
It's boring and it's not fluid.
It's I don't know what it is, but something about Dark Souls just gets to me. I just love it. I love it. For some
I mean,
reason.
I like
Well,
some
like,
of the games as well. I've
I
played
understand
most
why
of it.
people would like Dark Souls, but people keep on raving about how great the combat is. It's not.
not.
Yeah,
it's
that- okay.
not
really
yeah.
sticky.
I could safely say.
And people are
the
like,
combat is
and people are
horrible.
like, yeah, and people are like, it's realistic. I don't want realistic combat. I want to feel good.
No,
when
really.
I
Realistic
play
combat, I think is Red Dead.
Oh man.
But no, even then, it's
I don't
not
want it
even-
to be like.
Jay.
I want it to be like you swing a sword and then you can't attack or move or do anything because you're swinging a sword.
No, but Jay, no, it's
It's
not
like-
even. It's not even that because you say that it's realistic, but the problem is that a lot of it is just they specifically leave out like combat moves that are just like that's how you win. So a lot of the
Yeah.
PvP, especially with the even when they did like the remaster of the original Dark Souls, it's just you chain backstab and you just win. That's just what you do, and there's no
Okay.
fun. And the people that like it's like, oh yes, I love the PvP, and you go in and you invade and fuck people over, and I'm like, that's the part that I hate. I love the original Dark Souls, which you can't kind of say that because there's Demon Souls, but
yeah, that
I
is true.
started with Dark Souls, and I loved it playing on offline mode and just going as a challenge to get through the game. That's why I loved it. And 99% of the community of that game is like, oh, but we care about the PvP, and I feel like I'm just like literally the maybe a silent minority that just doesn't say anything because you always get shut down. Because that's what I like about those types of games. It's just the challenge of the single player.
Well, like, Dark Souls gets to me in a different way that it gets to Ed.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, the combat system sucked ass. I guess for me, I just love the fact that it's so fucking hard. Like, it's so hard. And
Yeah, yeah.
that rush after you beat a boss. It's like the best feeling ever. That's why I
Well,
like it.
I feel like the difficulty is artificial though, because I mean I don't feel like I'm getting cheated ever by Dark Souls. It feels like a fair game, but it does feel like pointless almost. Because it's so sticky. It's like a rhythm memorization game.
Yeah, that's what
you
it
memorize
is,
the
yeah.
rhythm of certain sections.
But-
It's like playing Osu, but with better graphics.
You know what I'm gonna say to that is that there was one game that made me actually feel a challenge, and I still need to actually beat through it. And I don't know if you played this, Ed, but it's called Neo, and this came out about a year ago maybe. And it's more like kind of like a Japanese, like you're kind of a samurai dude.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
yeah.
but they're taking in kind of like missions, not like one huge world. It's taking in missions, but
Yeah.
like that one legitimately, I've never had to go and fight a boss 50 times over. Like it was the
Yeah.
first game, and maybe since I was a kid, that I had to fight a boss like 50 times over to beat it.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Okay.
when I did, because it was highly frustrating, but when I did, oh, that was like the biggest fucking celebration I've had.
Right.
I had something similar with Celeste with when I beat that game.
And I'm halfway through that maybe. That's a platformer. It's different than
Yeah.
combat.
Okay. I just figured out my issue with specifically Dark Souls. If you're going to make a rhythm-based game, you can't have shitty rhythm indicators. You can't have an enemy attack you and it's like, oh, is this attack going to be fast or slow? You already have to know, and then you have to remember forever.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like they're gonna swing their sword.
Have you guys played?
But
Have you guys
slowly.
played Bloodborne?
Yes.
No.
That's actually my favorite like Souls.
That has to
game.
be my
It's
favorite
Bloodborne.
because the combat was actually decent.
Yeah,
was
'cause
still
it fit more
dodge,
my
but-
play style
Yeah.
of, just fighting normally, like no shield dodging, and maybe getting some of that back by hitting them quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dark Souls is a slow rhythm game, and I hate it. I've gone from like Dark Souls isn't my game to like I hate Dark Souls within the course of this podcast.
Yeah, you really took a turn. Although
But
I mean,
come on, man.
if you're comparing Dark Souls to rhythm game, have you played the Crypt of the Necrodancer?
Yes, and that is an amazing game. I love Crypt of the Necrodancer so much.
Yeah, that game is hard.
I don't
but
think
it
I
is
played
good.
that one.
Because it's fair though. It's fair rhythm. You
Yeah.
know when the beat is. In Dark Souls, you can't find the beat. The beat finds you, kills you, and then you have to come back and remember the beat.
Yeah.
Is that on PC? The Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Crypt of the Necrodancer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's on
It-
sale
It's
kinda
really good.
often,
It's
too.
so fun. I've put my own music in there, I will admit.
Wait, you can do that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, dude!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
it
played
it auto finds the beat for you.
Wow.
It's really fun.
Yeah, it's also probably harder because if you just put a song that you like, but switches up like the beat and shit, like you're probably getting
No,
wrecked.
I wouldn't say it's harder.
It depends on the song that you have, I think.
Yeah, if it's like a heavy metal like 400 beats per minute song, then you're gonna have trouble.
Through the fire and the flames, just split it up. Yeah, that would. Hurt. That would hurt. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah, but if you put in like I don't know some like nice liquid drum and bass or something, it's actually super relaxing,
Liquid
like
drum and
meditative, you know.
Mm.
I mean, okay, because now you got me into like rhythm games because I always love my rhythm games. Like I started
Yeah.
my interest back when I had the first iPhone, playing Tap Tap Revenge.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers that.
I do remember Tap Tap Revenge because all of my friends played it and I didn't have an iPhone.
Yeah, it was also very laggy. Like the input, it's probably garbage by now. But like for the release of like the iPhone, that was a very fun game.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of got me started. And I think about it now. Like I tried looking at other like mobile rhythm games, but
Mhm.
they're not kind of like a true you know, like rhythm game, they've done like artistic cool things that are nice, but you know, there's nothing that you can like play with like your own music.
Yeah.
And that's why I think I love Beat Saber so goddamn much. Because you can make your own maps with like
Osu
the
does
mod
that
launcher.
too.
Oh yeah, Os does that too. That's just Osu
Osu is prohibitively anime.
That, and also it's meant to be played on a tablet, which I have one, but it's like meant for like screen. It's not meant for you to
So
fucking
that's
tap
really
it because I feel like
popular,
I'm gonna
huh?
break the thing.
Osu?
Yeah.
Yeah, still. It's because it's really popular in like the Asian countries. Because it's so
really
much
popular
anime.
here.
I'd say it's decently popular in the US.
Wow, it came out in
It's predominantly.
Oh shit, 2007.
Yeah. No, this game has
Sheesh.
survived and stayed strong. Yeah.
You know what game has really survived and stayed strong?
World of Warcraft.
RuneScape, boys.
No.
1999 release.
Are you serious?
Yeah, RuneScape is older than I am.
Wow. That's insane.
Wait, it might have been 1997. Let me see.
Still, I'm not gonna go back into RuneScape. You keep bringing that back, and I'm like,
RuneScape, baby.
What?
That's gonna be my
what do you
meme.
do in that game?
Yeah.
RuneScape.
what?
Like, what do you do in that game on RuneScape?
In RuneScape?
A
You
ton of
first
shit,
complain about having a 1 second lag between your movement, and then you
Listen,
just throw the game into the
listen.
garbage because it's unplayable.
Maybe you're just bad at RuneScape and you don't want to admit it.
No, I played that for like 5 minutes, like played, and because I couldn't like get over the mouse clicking, dude. It's absolutely awful.
God, it's good. It's such a good game.
Okay, but Jay, do you realize how much like other people, especially me, when you buy like monitors and like other gaming rigs, so you can have like the least latency and like the most like up to date things to run, and then you go
You
into
gotta
RuneScape
play
and you're
RuneScape like a
this-
turn-based strategy where the turns
No!
are really fast.
Then play Paper Mario.
Paper Mario is a shit game.
Oh no, you fucking take that back, dude. Paper
Shit
Mario
game.
and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door is like the best
Poorly
turn-based
coded
combat.
shit games.
No. You're saying that
Falls
just to spite
apart.
me. Jay,
Falls apart
Hold
when
up.
you try to play it.
hold up. You're saying that just to spite me. I know it because like Paper Mario and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door are actually some of the best like turn-based combat games.
No, they aren't.
Yes, it is.
No.
I've played them and replayed them so many times.
No, the best turn-based combat games are in order. Number 3 is Final Fantasy, just the original ones.
But none of them gets for you to time your moves. Paper Mario makes it so you have to time and properly like hit your
That's
moves.
not turn-based!
It's turn-based with a slight bit of like real-time action that you have to do. To press
Nobody
your
likes
buttons.
that!
I love that. Are you kidding
That's
me?
like RuneScape! That's exactly like RuneScape
No.
for you then!
No.
Because that's like, oh, is it
No.
turn-based or
No.
you just...
Ed,
oh, hey, another League
Ed,
of Legends
give us
match.
your opinion. You need to break this shit.
I honestly have not played neither of them, so I feel
Damn
like
it.
I have no say. All I have to say is, Okami is the
Nothing.
shit. Okami is the shit. PS2,
Oh my god.
that is way better than Paper Mario.
So anyways, back to
I can't
RuneScape.
take that statement.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, but like Paper Mario adding real time kills it.
No, I think it's literally the
fucking
best thing.
dies.
No. I can't take just turn-based combat. That's why I haven't played like the Final Fantasy games or like a lot of JRPGs, even though I want to go through that journey, is because of that.
Christ.
Because yeah, Paper Mario spoiled me. That's what it is. Loved it so much.
How can you like that game
Like
and not
on
like
Nintendo
RuneScape?
64, Paper Mario.
Yeah, that one and the Thousand Year Door. Thousand Year Door was for the GameCube.
Oh,
Because that one
GameCube.
just
okay,
like
okay. I got
Yeah.
mixed up with the two.
yeah, but Thousand Year Door kind of just improved on the mechanics of the first one, and then they did like the one for the Wii, but it's like 3D World. It's just a platformer. It doesn't have like the turn-based combat, so it's garbage in my opinion.
Like Paper Mario.
No. God, shut up! You're just doing that so I can get angry. I'm not gonna
Just
get
being
angry.
there so I can get angry.
Yeah, I ain't gonna get angry. Go away.
Do you guys remember, oh fuck, what was it called? Holy shit.
Come on.
Arcanists?
Arcanist.
Yeah, Arcanists. It was like worms.
What? I mean, okay, but you did mention worms. Like, worms? I
Yeah.
loved Worms Forts. That was for
Why do you say it like worms?
Worms.
Because forts. Like, because if I say Worms Forts, you see, you see where the mistake could happen.
No, I don't.
Worms forts. Under siege.
Yeah, anyway.
What's wrong with worms forts?
See, okay, so we're gonna get that. So anyway, Forts was for the original Xbox, and it's, you know, they're just worms, but you have the like 3D structures.
Sorry, Kevin, did you mean worms?
Yeah, worms. Forts.
Worms. Wait, how do you say your worms?
Worms. Worms.
Forts.
I don't even know how to say worms anymore.
But yeah, it was just like the regular worms, but it's like, because they had the 3D worms, but then you're just adding like structures that you build in,
Worms. Stop talking, Kevin. I can't deal with the way you say worms.
Hey, hold on. Let me finish. So anyway, it was my favorite because you got to build structures and destroy them. The focus was destroying, you know, all of your structures, like the heart of your castle, instead of, like, you know, all the worms.
Holy shit! Someone just drew fan art of me.
No way.
That's lovely. We gotta wait. Hold up. Pull it up on the chat. Wait, is it an SFW?
It's not fan art. It's just art, but like.
Yeah, dude. You get.
The-
How do you manage to get people to draw fan art of you? Like, this happened multiple times, and you don't even have
is
like
incredible.
a face. Is it like, should I just not have shown my face ever to like get people to guess? Because that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I've gotten art drawn of me before.
I remember. You remember the first one with us? I still have it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can we show this on stream?
Yeah, this will be a stream exclusive. So if anyone's listening to podcast, we do film these,
Yes. Sorry.
on Twitch at Saturdays at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So
All right.
If you want
This
exclusives,
is
then
me
you want-
and a fella I was just talking to. I am the gentleman with the pink hair.
oh
No way.
my
Oh, that is
god, I need to
awesome.
show this off.
I know.
I love
It's
I
incredible
love your
art.
shirt. Is this Kevin?
No,
no, it's not me.
I was about to say, you
It's
have a
not
really
me.
good shirt,
It's
Kevin.
it's just some other guy.
But
Boo
this
Boo is
is-
charming but dominant.
This is amazing. Here, let me switch to the desktop for those of you that are watching. This is the fan
Oh
art.
man,
It was you.
it's good to have you. It's Cherry Tree with 2 T's. It is fantastic, and thank you for drawing it.
I don't know who it is. That's the other person that you're
That is awesome.
swooning over here with the 69
Yeah,
on a t-shirt. But
Every time I get drawn as gay. Remember the last time I was drawn, Kevin?
yeah, but that was like with me. So that like it was instantly gay.
No. You know the context. It was gay then too.
That's hilarious.
I'm sorry. I just find this so goddamn cute. It is.
Last time I was also drawn as
Amazing.
a furry, so
Oh no way.
I had cat ears or something. I forget what it was.
I'm saving this in like just my general picture. It's
Why?
because it's cute. It's snow gay cute. There we go.
Oh god.
Snow gay cute.
Yes.
You're gonna severely misinterpret that file name in the future.
It's gonna pull it up. Like, why do I have gay snow? What the fuck? Is that
Oh,
even
you're
a
gonna
thing?
know why. You're like, oh shit, this shouldn't be in this folder.
I just think of the weather.
Oof.
Oh, that's
Big
that's
yikes.
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah, fantastic art. Thank you very much. And you drew that in paint?
Yeah, that was in
No
paint.
way.
That's pretty good. Usually Paint.
Is that an MS
It's
Paint
actually really
entirely?
good.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm mad at people who can do art. I'm salty at them.
yeah,
I
it
wish
is.
I
I
could
don't
draw.
have skills of like my hands for like delicate things like art,
I do. I have delicate little princess hands.
which you use to play your. What was that? The accordion thing? I forget. What is
What?
it called?
Oh, my melodica?
Yes, that. Indeed. But since we have like about 8 minutes left on the podcast, let's get on to the January releases. So I have a good time to go into that. So I have here on the list. I'm just gonna read out the list, and then we can kind of talk more in detail here. But it's Kingdom Hearts 3, Onimusha Overlords, Tales of Vesperia, Super Mario Bros. It's like 2 Super Mario. It's like one of the Bowser Inside Story and just another regular
Fucking Paper Mario sucks.
into the Switch. And,
Sucks
and
ass.
that's like the interesting titles.
Shit game.
Oh my god,
What were you
let me
whispering
just start
there?
off and say I've waited for 14 years for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out.
Oh,
For what now?
For Kingdom
This is
Hearts
great.
3.
So you're
Kino
one
what
of the
now?
fans, right?
Oh my god, this is my childhood. Like this is my childhood that we're talking about.
Big
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So this is great because I'm gonna be jumping in, and I want to get this game and probably play it myself as well. But that's because I tried the first Kingdom Hearts when I was a kid, but I told this every time where.
Oh, Kingdom Hearts. God.
Yeah.
I
Where
thought you were
are
saying
you?
something else. I'm like, what?
No. So when I had tried it, it was always like pirated games, so they were in like in different languages, and even if it was in English, I didn't know English. It was always Portuguese, so I didn't have that like language support. And a lot of it is like, like in Kingdom Hearts, like it's great and kind of straightforward if you know the language, because it's just, oh, okay, blah blah, talk to this and go over here, But I didn't have that, so it's basically
Speaking of
clueless.
language barriers, that was me when I played RuneScape because I was like 5 and I didn't know how to read.
The language barriers, I didn't know how to read. Okay, yeah, okay, Jay.
So I got stuck on the tutorial like
You
forever.
didn't know how to read by 5? Oh my god.
Okay,
What a late
like
bloomer.
I was severely ADHD. So
okay.
like I couldn't like focus on it long enough to read it.
Yeah, I can see that, Mr. Multitasker.
What?
Yeah,
Excuse me?
Exactly.
Multitasking is an indicator of a healthy mind.
Oh yeah, no, 100%.
Me playing RuneScape, League of Legends, and doing a stream at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, last time I played the melodica and the guitar at the same time while
Dude,
playing
last
RuneScape.
episode, yeah, probably episode 5 is I'm gonna recommend people to watch for sure. That one,
Yeah,
it's gonna be up
God,
soon.
it's
I
so good.
I have the 4th one ready to upload because I've been behind, and the 5th one's probably gonna be out tomorrow.
Someone is messaging me for advice right now, saying, "You gotta help me, Snow. People are calling me dad in a server." I'm like, why would you go to me for help on this?
Yeah, that's no.
hilarious.
You go elsewhere. You don't want to. You want to get called that all the time. Honestly, I've only been called that when you first like rated me with some. I don't even know where this came from. Still, with like all of the girls in that server,
Don't ask.
and I was, yeah, I don't even know. I mean, one of them was cool, Becca, that kind of sort of stuck around until later, but like. Other than that, man, that was.
I apologize for that. Because man, that was unintentional.
I mean, it was like okay, but it just felt like very like I guess vanity heavy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely my fault. I'm sorry
Okay.
that you had
But-
to experience that.
Anyway, to go back to Kingdom Hearts. Because yeah, so I didn't
Please.
get to like experience that. So it was one of the titles that just kind of flew off. And I know there's so many fans of it. But I also never really like I like Disney movies a decent amount, but I always hate the musical parts.
Yeah, me
And
too.
yeah, in here, every time I say it is like, oh, but why? Those are like the best parts. I'm like, yeah, I don't like it. I don't like musicals and
vibe with
all
you?
that, Because it just feels like if you're gonna do like a musical, like just have it be like as a music. I just don't want that to be like part of
Like,
my
one
movie
song?
watching.
Like a
You know what I
big
mean?
chunk of the movie. Like,
Yeah, because half of them is singing and half of it is plot. Like I just want it to be plot. Like movies normally have like maybe like one, maybe that they're singing or dancing scene or something like that. But that's it. It's not we're gonna sing about what's gonna happen.
I haven't
and talk
seen
about morals.
like so many Disney movies, like ones that I quote unquote have to see.
What, like Lion King?
I have seen Lion King.
Okay, what about
Tarzan.
No, have not seen it.
Okay, well, Atlantis.
I never
have
never
not
seen
seen
that
it.
one.
Okay, that one's actually one of the better ones because there wasn't that much singing.
It turns out Kevin just hates singing. I have
know.
seen Frozen.
I never seen Frozen.
Oh my god, you're still in that boat with me, Ed. Oh my god, I didn't. I
Wow.
thought I was alone. Everyone
No,
has
I
fucking
never
watched Frozen.
seen
dude.
Frozen ever.
Oh my god. Did you
I haven't
know
seen
Love
a
is an
lot of
Open
movies
Door?
that are like important to see. If you name a movie, odds are I haven't seen it.
John Wick.
Of course I've seen John Wick. God, I'm insulted. I am frankly insulted.
I have not seen John Wick 2 though, and I want to.
I want to watch John Wick too. I really do. I only seen the
Yeah.
first one. I was hooked.
Both of them are incredible. John Wick is like the best movie of our generation, and I am proud of saying that.
John Wick, the first one was so goddamn good. Yeah. Oh, I'm just having like flashbacks. Like, kill my dog.
John Wick makes me jizz my pants every time.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves
Every
really
time.
really made a comeback with that movie. That was great. It was great for the part too. But yeah, okay, going back because we only have a little bit of time left. To the rest of the releases. So Ed, so as a fan that's been waiting for 14 years, like, how does it make you feel? What are you looking most forward to?
I'm
in,
just
Kingdom Hearts 3?
ready. Okay. So I'm happy because I'm finally gonna like see the last puzzle. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I'm finally gonna see how it all ends. And
Yeah.
And the sad
Uh-huh.
part is because it's actually
It turns out
ending.
that it was just delusions of a dying
No,
Walt Disney.
don't say that.
Oh my god.
The whole time it was his head in cryogenic
Right.
storage, slowly dying.
It's crazy though, because like like there's so many different type of games, and I know a lot of people are so confused about the whole storyline. And I guess for me, that I can recommend you is just go on YouTube. Just go on YouTube, watch a 10-minute video, and you'll like, all right, cool, this is really cool. I'm so excited for the new
just
one.
Just watch Donkey's video. You'll really get the idea.
Oh god, yo, this guy is amazing. I love him. I love Donkey. Yeah,
Donkey is an inspiration for everybody.
right.
Yeah.
Did you see Donkey's video about everybody just being Donkey clones? It's
I have
so
not,
fucking
actually. I
funny.
have not
Oh
seen that
yeah.
one.
Oh yeah. There's been so many Donkey clones. Oh my god, dude.
Like
he's an
literally
inspiration,
everybody
definitely.
who is popular is a Donkey clone. 100%.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah. If you make it big, Ed, you're gonna be a Donkey clone.
Oh god.
Yeah, if any of us
Edsayshush,
become
someone-
famous, we're
yeah,
Donkey
that's funny.
clones. Anyone popular in comedy is just a Donkey clone. Like even people
Louis
who came
CK,
before,
Donkey clone.
like even people who came before Donkey.
George Carlin,
retroactively-
Donkey clone.
Oh no.
Yeah, Robin Williams, Donkey
Oh,
clone.
no.
Eddie Murphy.
Bo Burnham, Donkey clone. But Bo
Jesus.
Burnham is actually a Donkey clone.
What do you mean? No.
Unironically. Unironically a Donkey clone.
No, he's a great
I
independent
love
comedian.
Bo Burnham, but he is a Donkey clone. You gotta admit it.
No, he definitely does.
Admit
He's
it.
got, no, you can't. He's got his unique comedy and all that. Like,
No. It's not unique. It's Donkey.
oh my god. Okay, so finally moving on. Do you have any thoughts on Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, come
3,
on.
Jake. Do you have any thoughts
What?
on Kingdom Hearts 3?
No, I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game, nor have I heard anything about them.
Are you
I
planning?
honestly
to just,
don't like Disney, and I don't really care about Kingdom Hearts. The only thing I know from either of
So-
the Kingdom Hearts is ah ha 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 ha.
What?
So,
That part where one of them is like,
oh
ah,
yeah, the bad guy.
The one part in the thousands of cutscenes.
Yeah.
In all
Yeah.
of the games.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Oh man.
Ah, ha, ha.
Okay, you can stop that.
You got it, Chief.
So yeah, in terms of like the other releases, yeah, there's nothing exciting in like too much in January. Up until like February, we get like other titles, which we'll probably go more into depth in when we get more news prior to release. But yeah, so then it's just like Onimusha has been like a long series that's sort of maybe gonna make a comeback. It's kind of a niche game. I don't think many people know that. So we'll kind of leave that on just if you're one of those fans, like congratulations. Tales of Vesperia though is like more of a continuation to all like Tales of Zestiria, Bestiria. I feel like they literally just changed the first letter and call it a new game. However, with the unoriginality of the titles, they usually tend to be pretty good JRPGs.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like that really this kind of glosses over most people's radar. But if you do play it is a wonderful like JRPG experience. So
I never really liked JRPGs, honestly. I find them hard to get into because like I have game mood swings, so I switch games rapidly, which makes story games difficult for me, and especially grindy story games.
Wait, would you consider? Well, I mean, Final Fantasy is a JRPG, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I guess I'm a fan. I mean,
yeah, because even a Final Fantasy, like I enjoyed that kind of like long journey, but it's kind of tough to get me like really like, and I don't know what it is that a game will do to get me like to sit down and be like, oh, I just have to play more of this. And it happened to very few games. Like it happened with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
So Breath of the Wild could have been streaming like a whole week of just Breath of the Wild and be like, oh, this is amazing, this is great, and I'm sucked in and like
Breath of the Wild is like one of two reasons that I want to switch. The other reason is Smash.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's
I feel I'd feel stupid getting a console for two games though,
No, because it's definitely still worth, and eventually like because then you'll be like okay, and you'll get like some of the other like still good titles for it when you have. Like,
I got
money.
a DS for Animal Crossing, and I don't regret it.
Yeah,
that's
see, there
awesome.
you go. You see the post? It was like a grandmother that like had like Animal Crossing. That's all that she played for like the course of I don't know how many years, and it's like 3,000.
Oh,
hours.
that's so cute.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. She like played like an hour and a half every day. It's crazy.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it's just a grandmother. Yeah, seems great.
I don't know what's adorable about old people playing games, but it is.
It is actually. Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, if they're not the angry grandpa type.
I think that would be
maybe
pretty
even
funny.
then. Yeah, no, maybe even then. I think they all have their appeals. And yeah, so I think just in general, like in terms of JRPGs, for me it's a lot like you just gotta have like mechanics, I guess, good enough to keep me like, oh, I really want to keep doing this. And I also have like kind of that completionist sense where I want enough things to do that seem rewarding.
Yeah.
Because even with the Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild, it's like, oh, like I can tell that's a spot. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be like a little bit annoying, small puzzle. But when you do it, you get.
I'm a semi-completionist.
And then the function that you get more inventory space is so goddamn useful that you do it, you get rewarded for it. So that kind of kept me going as well. I think most games, even other RPGs, I think that's what I kind of... Strangely, now that I think about it, I think Korok Seeds was kind of what kept me going with Breath of the Wild, because other RPGs, even though they have a lot of things, like that you travel, like in Skyrim, for people that have thousands of hours in Skyrim.
Oh, God.
Skyrim,
for me, is just the game that you go into when you just want to fuck around a bit.
Yeah, but like even then, like there was, for me, there's no there's a new quest or something else right around the corner.
Yeah, Skyrim is honestly, like, for me, the perfect sandbox RPG.
Well, then you might be excited when they release like the star-based one that I forgot the name
Oh,
of again.
yes!
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so hyped for the new Elder Scrolls.
Yeah. Do you know that the next
God.
one's gonna be in Space Ed?
I hope they don't ruin it like they ruin everything.
Yeah, so that's gonna be good. I think does anyone have any closing thoughts as we reach the end of
Play RuneScape.
okay,
RuneScape,
other
oh
than
God.
And
that-
download Bless, Kevin.
Oh no.
Or I'm
yeah,
quitting
yeah.
this podcast forever.
Holding
And
me
along with
hostage.
it, all the money you'll ever make off of this podcast. It's like $2.
I do not consent to this. Right, Ed, do you have anything else?
Honestly, I'm just excited for all these new games that are coming out, especially fucking Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is really cool. This was my first podcast, so I had to. This is definitely a new thing, and I liked it.
Yeah, and you did fine. We do switch off guests every week.
You
but-
did fine.
But we definitely, can consider returns. You can probably come back sometime.
Yeah,
No worries,
I wouldn't
dude.
mind doing
This is
that.
great.
Just let me know.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you everyone for listening to the Virtual Podcast episode 6. I have again been Kevin or King Khada. You can find me over on Twitch and other social media. Then we have Ed.
Boop boop.
I'm still Snow. You
And
can
you're-
find me on RuneScape as LitFanDad.
Oh no. No.
But to kind of finish off with that, you can also find him over on Twitch primarily, and I think Snapchat and Instagram a lot.
Yeah, I do.
second.
Always,
Um,
every single day.
And that's about it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next week.
I hope you didn't enjoy. I hope you had a terrible time.
All right. Shut up, Snow, and bye, everyone.